Good evening and God bless. Listen to me very carefully. So, God gave me this message, and this is for myself. Like I said, no one is perfect, and I'm dealing with guilt. I wondered how people could. One time I had a person come into my life who I thought was a friend, and um, pay attention to what people post. Sometimes, a lot of times, the shoe don't fit, but sometimes they do. It's intentionally to hurt you. And this person made a post. I thought she was my friend, and I found out whether it was before or after she became friends with family members who didn't like me. And she said, "How can a person respect you or like you when your own family don't like you?" First of all, that's a whole conversation because a lot of people don't like people who are good to them. That doesn't make you a bad person because bad things happen to you or because people mistreat you. But I came to say I always wondered like how people could feel a certain way about me based on what people say. But then I think about it in my life because nobody's perfect. How many people have I said something bad about? How many people have I created trauma bonds with by thinking that I'm sharing with a friend things that's not any of their business, and they look at a person differently or they treat a person differently, and then sometimes a person is out to attack you. So when you down a person who is close to you, it almost gives them the vengeance to even if they're not close to you, to mistreat them or to act on how you said that they treated you. Good. Some people are already looking at reasons to destroy and distract and hurt people. Let's put it that way. So my point of this video is to be careful who you vent about and be careful who you praise. It's best to just have a conversation with that person. And if this person is somebody you can't conversate with, can't acknowledge their wrongs, like a narcissist or whatever, then with narcissists we always just say get away, you know. So yeah, I say be careful who you vent to and praise because a lot of things are going behind the scenes that we don't know. You know, there's a lot of people who I thought wasn't there for me who might have had my back behind the scenes and just didn't tell me. Some people take care of things and don't tell you. And there's a lot of people who I praise and I thought these people loved me, and I found out they were behind the scenes doing evil things and they really did not love me. And they really did not speak well of me. So please be careful who you vent to and vent about and who you praise, because you don't know what people are doing behind the scenes. You don't know if people are loving you. I've had people be kind of like hardcore in the face, or kind of harsh. I don't know how to say it, like towards me, but behind my back, have my back, you know. So just the fact that you don't know that, you know, and some people just don't walk around telling you everything that they do for you and everything that somebody said. They might squash you before it gets to you. Just be careful because, like I said, I have lifted people up. I have praised people who have been my downfall, and also you're putting those people in danger because some people are looking for reasons to hate somebody. They're looking for a group of people to justify. I always say they've had pansies all their life to destroy. So when you vent about a person, and you know, sometimes people use it against you, you know, but when you vent about a person, you almost justify people's reason for hurting them, harming them, setting them up, because honestly, because now they're looking at, hey, you're the closest person to this person, and you don't even have their back. You know, you don't even speak well of them. You don't even show security, and people are looking for that. People are looking for opportunities. A lot of these people are not big, bad, and tough. They're just looking for opportunities that they can get away with things. People who they feel are isolated and secluded and not a part of the families and the groups and the situations and whatever, because people want somebody to blame their misactions on, who people don't mind losing, period, you know, in life and jobs and whatever. You know, you're finding jobs that are going to blame the most things on the new people and assume that, well, you won't get fired. They know you'll get fired, you know. Or they'll even ask you to take the blame for things, especially when you're training and different things like that. Be careful and wary of those type of people. Anyway, I love you. God bless. I just said simply be careful. You don't know what's going on behind your back. A lot of people who smiled in my face, and I thought, oh, these are good people. These are my people, because the other people are kind of like being more real or whatever, and whatever, down to earth. And I'm thinking these people are good because they're always smiling in my face. I have people smile and think of the most devious things to do to me. You know, I had Please be careful. People will smile and be your friend, and those are often the snakes. But somebody just real and natural and not trying to overly friend. Not everybody. Some people are overly friendly, but for the most part, a lot of people are sneaky. And what you see in your face is not what they are doing and who they are behind your back. I love you. God bless. And God gave this to me because I wondered how this can happen to me. But then I said I had to look into myself. Who have I vented about? Who have I thought was my friend? Who friended me just to hurt me or to find out who's close to me that they can hurt and harm or get information from. And I did not speak of them in the most positive ways. Just don't speak about anybody negatively. Probably even if they're in your face, but more than likely that's the only time. If we're going to speak about anybody, I just think the person should be in your face, and then not in a stalking or harassing situation where you have to force it. You shouldn't have a problem with anybody you have to force a communication or something with you or a friendship with, where they're not even thinking about you. But like if you have something and it's something that needs to be talked about, and you're going to continue to have transactions and reciprocation with this person, I think they're the best person to praise. People want to hear praise or vent to, and then don't be surprised. That's their choice if they decide to deal with you out before or after any other situation. I love you. God bless. And we will get through this and build relationships where people can just be normal. And so many people don't even want to leave outside their doors no more because everybody's just so on this weird tip, and I just feel like we can just get back to normalcy if we're not just trying to be evil and sneaky and two-faced and follow this weird system that's like kicking people out, and keeping people in who's not going anywhere. God, forgive us, or being anything or conquering anything, but they don't want anybody else to, I love you. God bless.